Why your lights turn on and off themselves, Spirits Explained, written by Rose Putnam in Uncategorized. If you have ever wondered why lights go off around you all the time, you're not alone. Many people experience the phenomenon of lights behaving in erratic ways whenever they walk into a room. It can seem like a coincidence at first, but as it happens more frequently, you begin to wonder if there is something more paranormal going on. So, what causes your lights to turn on and off randomly? The reason why your lights go on and off is because of an energetic disturbance near you that is affecting the lights. This can happen if you have been visited by a spirit, or if your own energetic vibration is high enough to alter the electrical currents. If you have checked to make sure there is no damage to the electrical current, and there is no other explanation, it may be a sign from the spiritual realm. How can you tell what is causing your lights to turn on and off? Depending on how often this happens, the location where it happens and the emotional response that it causes, this can provide information on into this paranormal event. Why spirits visit us? There are different types of spirit or energetic beings, and each one has a different purpose for visiting you. Some of these reasons are positive, and some are negative. Spirits can decide to visit you to give comfort, give encouragement, give warnings, cause fear, and cause chaos. In all of these cases, a spiritual visitation can cause your lights to go on and off randomly. Here are common spirits can cause your lights to turn on and off. Entities, angels, demons, spirit guides. The most common type of being that visits people are energetic beings, which is a blanket term that includes a variety of spiritual entities such as angels, demons, spirit guides, etc. Entities respond to your own energetic blueprint and belief system, and only have as much power as you give them with your energy and thoughts. They should not be feared, because you have control over how much they impact you. Angels can often visit you to give comfort, encouragement, or give you a different perspective on a situation. They are here to help and keep you on your path. They often play with time, numbers and colors. You will notice repeated numbers on a clock if an angel is trying to communicate with you. Their vibration is so high that lights can be affected by them. These beings are fed by the energy of our intentions, so if you notice the lights going on and off due to an entity, pay attention to the intentions you have been putting out in the world recently. Human spirits, trapped souls, and ghosts. Other common spiritual forces that can appear in the physical realm are spirits that visit this realm after they have already passed on. There are many reasons why you are visited by someone who has passed. Discarnate entity. Some human spirits that pass on choose to remain as a discarnate entity, waiting for their soul group to all pass on before they themselves pass on. This means that they will hang around until their loved ones also pass on. They can move in between the spirit realm and the physical realm, and affect energy currents such as lights. They can give comfort, give advice, and they love to help their still incarnated friends get out of trouble. If you do not want your discarnate friend to hang around, such as an overbearing mother who still won't leave you alone, you can get a medium to help them pass on. Trapped soul, ghost. A ghost is a person who died suddenly and tragically, who does not accept the time, place and events of their death. They often are confused and do not even know that they are dead. Their reality appears to them as real as the physical realm, but it is an event that they are stuck in, which is overlaid over the present and current reality. It is like two realities existing at once. They are often frustrated, confused, angry or scared. They can cause your lights to go on and off because of their strong energetic presence. Very strong or aggressive ghosts can even cause things to move. Most of the time they just need help moving on. Mediums can help bring trapped souls to the present moment and help them move on. Extraterrestrials: these are beings from a different planet or different realm of existence. Not much is known about them because there are many different types and reasons for them to visit. Many people believe that aliens can exist and travel through dimensions unseen to the physical eye, causing energetic disturbances. People who have a lot of extraterrestrial energy around them can be particularly sensitive to electronics and will have issues with phone connections or internet connections. Lights going on and off is also something that they report they experience regularly. Some of these alien beings are referred to as highly evolved beings who are here to help us evolve our species. Others report that they are just curious. Some claim that they are here to cause us harm. But really, who knows? The amazing thing about the universe is that it is all essentially one big mystery. Lights turning off because of your own vibration. When I used to do energy healings, I would use electronics around the treatment table to play music. I used to bring the music player close to the table so that I could control the volume. However, every session, as the energy shifted, the music player always shut off. Always. After a while, I realized that if I kept the music player a certain distance away from the table, it would continue to play without interruption, without fail. Every time I forgot and brought the music player closer, it would shut off. This is an example of how our own vibration affects electronics and the electromagnetic field that they resonate with. When the vibration of the energy healing would raise, electronics stopped working. If your vibration is high enough, it disrupts the electrical currents of lights and devices, causing them to turn on and off. Some people were born with a sensitivity to electronics for unknown reasons. They often notice street lights turn off if they walk under them, or their phone calls are constantly getting dropped or interrupted. I have a friend who is extremely sensitive to electronics, but especially phones. Whenever he calls, we laugh because we have to call each other back 3 or 4 times each call. He says his phone will often die when we talk together on the phone. People who have this power will notice lights going on and off very frequently. It is part of who they are. Your lights could be turning on and off because you have a strong vibration that is interfering with the electrical currents of your lights. Bottom line, if you say to your friends lights always turn off when I'm near them, then you are probably the reason, not spirits. You just are a highly electric person. How to tell if your light's turning off is spiritual? If there is just one light in your house that keeps turning on and off, it might be a good idea to replace the light bulb or have an electrician check the wires. It is likely that there is something wrong with the light. If you keep changing the bulb and the electrician gives it the thumbs up, something else might be happening. Was there some significance given to that light at some point? For example, did someone pass who used that light regularly? This could be a sign of them visiting you. When people notice the paranormal event of lights switching on and off, it usually happens on more than one occasion, and in different places. For example, the kitchen lights keep turning on, the refrigerator light goes out, and a flashlight keeps turning on by itself. This is when just a coincidence begins to sound like a weaker argument. The emotions that you get from such an event is important to pay attention to. If you feel scared, or if the lights turning on and off seems aggressive, this is not a friendly spirit. More likely, it is trying to spook you for some reason. You can try to energetically clean your space with sage, but the best thing to do is to get someone to do an energetic clearing of the space, such as a psychic or energy healer. Another occasion when people report lights turning off or on when a spirit visits them is when they are thinking or talking about a loved one who has passed. For example, if you are talking to a friend about your grandmother that has just passed, and the light above you goes out, there is a good chance that you have been visited by your recently deceased grandmother. Lights or other electrical devices that turn off when you get near them could be a sign that your own vibration is causing a disturbance. This is usually the case if you notice a repeated pattern in your life. Cell phones don't work, laptops have technical problems, batteries lose life very quickly, watches stop, etc. This does happen with some people, and the exact reason is not yet understood. Types of lights that are commonly affected by spirits or high vibrations. Not all lights are created equally, and not all electrical currents are weak enough to be impacted by a strong energetic presence. The type of lights that are turning on and off could tell you if this is a paranormal event. Fluorescent lights in scary movies. There is a cliché scene where fluorescent lights flicker when a spiritual presence is near. Because of this, when lights flicker, we get spooked. However, this depiction of energetic beings altering light isn't hard to believe. If you believe in spirits and beings visiting us from other dimensions, this is especially true with fluorescent lights. Fluorescent lights function via gas, electrical currents, and ultraviolet light. All of these things can be manipulated by high vibrational interferences, such as a spiritual being. Spirits flow in and out of our world at a vibration that is so high we cannot see it with our physical eye, similar to UV rays. If a spiritual presence is nearby, it would make sense that this high vibration would impact the flow of electricity, causing that flickering, or to turn off. So, if your fluorescent lights begin to flicker and you feel the presence of someone or something, there is a chance you have been visited by a spirit of some kind. Street lights. There is a name for the phenomenon that happens when someone experiences a street light going off as they walk under it. This is known as SLI, street light interference, and it is something that occurs frequently to certain people, a way more than just coincidence. Because street lights operate on a delicate balance of UV rays and gas, the tiniest disturbance will interrupt the electrical current, causing it to shut off. When SLI people, known as SLiters, go near a street light, their presence is enough to interrupt this cycle, causing it to shut off. Do not worry, SLiters, you didn't break the light. It is on a cycle, so it will turn back on again. Reading lamps. I'm not sure why spirits love messing with lamps, but they do. I believe it is because they are usually set in places where you are sitting still for long periods of time, so there are bigger pools of your energy. When your reading lamp goes off and on, it is usually a sign from a loved one that has passed on. What were you reading or thinking about when the lights flickered or turned on and off? That could give you a clue as to why they have visited you, and what they want to say. Summary: if lights are turning on and off around you frequently enough for you to notice them, it may be more than just a coincidence. It could be a sign. Spirits essentially are energy currents, and we are essentially energy currents. Our cells are specialized to conduct electrical currents, so your lights turning on and off could be from another powerful energetic current in the form of a spirit, or you. While a light bulb burning out may not be a sign, if it happens enough for you to scratch your head, it may be a spirit. There are many different types of spirits, and each context could mean something completely different. If you are concerned or curious if there is a deeper meaning, it may be helpful to seek out a trained psychic that can do mediumship. So next time you are looking at old photos of your childhood dog and your light goes out, thank your old pal for still being loyal and sticking around after all these years.